So when you go to grow, you put the lettuce adapter in, and these are the trays, and they go down like that. And then I wanted to show you this too. If you don't want to try to salvage the previous grows foam, they sell these, 100 of them, for about $14, and I do have them in my Amazon store along with the net cups and the trays and everything else. But each one of these you cut in half, and you put half in this side and half in that side, so what you get is 100 grows of 2 lettuce for about $14. So you can do the math and determine if you want to try to salvage the previous one or not, because the roots do grow through it. So I've got it completely set up now. The holes are ready for another grow, and the way this works, if you want to use it to grow lettuce, is you obviously need more than one kit if you're going to grow you know, a lot of lettuce for a family. So what up here, let me show you here. Got it. This is where I had it setting on my rack here. You could put 6 of these in this space that's 2 by 4 foot, and run one pump, a more powerful pump. And what you would do is you just simply start lettuce 1 week, and then a week later you start another one, and so you have 6 weeks. And by the time the first one is ready, you replant it, and then you'll have perpetual lettuce on one shelf or one rack. And so yeah, if you wanted to do that, that's how you do it. Now, before these, I grew cabbage also in a similar platform, and I think cabbage would probably also work, but you need to get a small a smaller headed type of cabbage. And I think Katrina is one that I grew one time. I have a video on it, I'm sure, but anyway, if you wanted to grow cabbage, it just takes a good bit longer to grow cabbage. But perpetual lettuce on one shelf, phenomenal, fantastic things. Or you could do a mixture, because this does microgreens and lettuce. You could do a mixture of microgreens and lettuce. And I just remembered, you put the, before you start the lettuce grow, you put the this is the medium-sized screen. You put that down, and it helps just keep well, it knocks down some of the algae, and it keeps it from moving around. So yeah, fantastic grow. It worked great, and yeah. So we have growth. We're going to take the lid off now and let them grow away. So I'm letting this Amazon lettuce, this is Rex Butterhead, Butter Crunch, I'm not sure, Butterhead I think is the proper term, but I'm letting it grow extra longer than I normally would because my wife wants it for Christmas, and today is December 24th, so I'm going to harvest it tomorrow, but it's quite large, as you can see here, and what happens if you wait too long is it begins to get tip burn a little bit in various areas. Now it's not too bad because I use half strength nutrient, but you get a little bit of tip burn, and then in the bottom you get a little bit of die off, but the payoff is a bunch more lettuce coming out of the center and a bunch more mass. Okay, so I've removed the bubbler already, and this is what the roots look like, and it's not really as much as you would think, is it? This is what the reservoir looks like. I drained off the extra nutrient water. So now, in order to harvest this, we need to remove the roots, kind of tear off the majority of the roots here, just like that. And so now we've got these roots that I'll get rid of in the worm bin, and then this should pull right apart and slip out of the lettuce adapter as well. I am looking there and I do see a bit of algae, but that's not a problem. Algae is everywhere, but there's a little bit on the edge here. And I'll do a circle of the lettuce so you can see what it looks like, and then I'm going to get a weight on it. You can see it's growing through here. Now you can put a paper towel around this and store it in a bag in the fridge, and it'll last longer because the roots are giving it some moisture to continue, not to grow but to stay alive. Put this over here. Get the other one. There are some older leaves down here that I will take off, but other than that, she's ready to go. So I pulled the ring, which is part of the kit, off here, and you can see a little piece of foam, and that foam you can also take off. It's got a bit of a stem there. Alright, now what I'm going to do is get a weight on it, and that's the purpose of this tray back here. Alright, let's turn it on. And I'm using this creamer as an elevation so you can see the screen here. So I'm going to put it back a little bit, and then we will put this tray on top of it. You can see the tray with that creamer can is almost exactly 1 pound. We're going to tear it out or zero it out. That way when we put the lettuce on it, it's nothing but lettuce. This particular one is 9.4. Back to 0. This one is 10.7, and together we have 1 pound 4 ounces exactly of lettuce to eat. That's awesome. Walmart bag full. After each grow, I get it ready for the next grow, and washing it and then sanitizing it is something I've done for quite a long time with microgreens and now lettuce for a good while as well. The bubbler here, you can see it's got a little straight pin in it, and I go through all the holes in the bubbler and just kind of wallow out the holes, and then I'll put the bubbler underneath this liquid here, which is a few drops of household bleach, not drops, a few tablespoons of household bleach. Then I fill it up, and I'll put the bubbler underneath here as well. But you can see that all the components are underneath the grow tray, and they're soaking in that bleach water. I'll leave it for a couple hours and then just rinse it off. Bleach is a very common household project. It's used to disinfect schools and hospitals, and it's very effective at what it does if you use it properly. So this is some very mild bleach solution and just an extra precaution for cleaning. You'll see some buildup here. That's salts buildup from hydroponic nutrient, and that comes off really easily with vinegar. I left it on there because it doesn't bother me, but if I cleaned off the other side, let me put this in here. Cleaned off the other side just to show you, just a vinegar. I take vinegar with a paper towel, and after I wash it with dishwashing liquid, dishwashing liquid, and soap and water, I do that. And then before I sanitize it, I will clean this off with vinegar, a little bit of vinegar on a paper towel, and it gets all the crust off. Vinegar is also what I use in my coffee pot to run it through to descale it. But anyway, vinegar works really well for that. So if it bothers you, it's not hard to clean. So I've got it completely set up now. The holes are ready for another grow. So yeah, fantastic grow. It worked great. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video.